welcome back to the channel, guys, or if it's your first time, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. So in this video I always want to get out and about and, you know, do a proper ride to you know, show off the bike a little bit and talk about it, because that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to talk about the Monster 1200S. I've had it for a year and a half to 2 years, and so I thought I'd just do a long-term review and talk about things I like about it, things I don't like about it, in case anyone's looking to get the same model. This is a 2018, and I believe 2019 and also the next model, there's not been too much of a drastic difference, so it should be very similar, so give you a good feel if you're going to plan and get one. So I thought I'd start off with things actually I don't like, because it means we can end on a nicer note to the tail end of the video. So things I do not like about the bike, one of the main ones you'll probably notice isn't here anymore, were the mirrors. I was not a fan of the mirrors, hence why I changed them to the bar end ones now. And the reason I didn't like them was because I could barely see out them. I could you know, I could barely see anything behind me. I could pretty much only just see my elbows, and it was annoying. So, and I didn't think they were very attractive looking. Looked like big ears on the bike. But with these ones, even though they're smaller mirrors and I have to travel my eyes a bit further to see what's behind me, I much prefer them. I've got nothing blocking my view. They're nice and clear. And yeah, absolutely love them. I think it just looks a lot better, keeps that front end looking a lot neater. The other thing that I don't really like, well, not that I don't like, it's just one thing that kind of bothers me. There's probably nothing on here that I don't like, it's just things that bother me a little bit. Was the Tft Display, right? As much as it's lovely and it's brilliant, but when it's dark, right, it does go into nighttime mode. But you know what it's like if you're sitting in a room with a TV screen that's still shining, even though it's black and it's dark lighting, it's quite bright. So I kind of wish they had a setting in there, and maybe there's one, I've just missed it, but to dim it down, because I find if I'm riding at night time, which I have done a little bit, it's still quite bright, so I have to almost like kind of lift my head up to try and block out with the bottom of my helmet. But that's just another thing to just be aware of if you do a lot of nighttime riding. It is still quite a bright screen, even at night time, and it can be a bit annoying if you're doing a longer journey. The other thing that kind of annoys me a little bit in this, not so much now, but more so when I first got the bike, was trying to find neutral. Because it's got the quick shifter, it just kept wanting to jump between first and second gear. So when I was sitting at, like, say, lights or pulling into like a petrol station or something, it was something to pain in the backside to get it into neutral. It's not as much an issue now, like maybe it's just the fact that I've got more of the hang of it, and I've got, because of the knack of getting into neutral. Sometimes it can be a bit of annoyance, but it's not really much I really bother about me too much. But it was just something to be aware of, is that when you first get the bike, during especially like the running period, that it can be a bit of a pain in the arse to get it and find neutral and stuff like that. And while we're talking about neutral as well, I have had a couple of false neutrals when I've been out riding, and I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I could have argued whether or not that was my fault or the bike's fault, because I have found with the quick shifter and the, you know, changing the gears, is that you do have to be very deliberate, which you should be. You obviously, you know, no point pussyfooting about and not being deliberate when changing gears. But yeah, I definitely found is that there's been times where it's went into false neutral, you know, especially when you don't want it to be, and it's but I think sometimes that was down to me maybe not being deliberate with the changes. So you can argue that, but it's just something to be aware of. I know other people have mentioned it before, but yeah, my main takeaway from that one is just be deliberate with your gear changes, you know. And that is the sort of main things that I don't like about it. Anything else that I've maybe changed in the bike has just been cosmetic more than anything else, but I've overall been quite that's the main things, and they're quite, to me, there's quite small things. That's just me nitpicking, you know, things I've had to deal with on a day-to-day basis that, you know, maybe have kind of bothered me. I went, oh, that's annoying. But yeah, so on that one, let's talk about things either I'm not fussed about, either, you know, I'm neither like or dislike, or let's talk about some things we like as well. What I do like about the bike, and obviously being the newer bike, is we've got the rider mode. So as you can see, I am in urban mode. So what that does is knock the power down to, I think it's 100 horsepower. You know, perfect for doing this, obviously nipping through town, and you know, still enough if you need to overtake and stuff like that. But perfect for that, going through there. And I usually put, like, say, you can see the wheelie control and the traction control and everything up quite high. Just, you know, I'm riding through town. If it's wet as well, I'll put it into urban mode. It also has, you know, you see the, like, touring mode and also sport mode as well. So it's got those three. And so depending what type of riding you want to do, obviously a lot of the time I just put in touring because it's quite a smooth ride when it's in touring, and it's, you know, it's still got plenty of beans that in touring mode still has you know, full torque and everything, and so it just smooths everything out a little bit. And in sports mode, if you want to either go on a track or if you want to give it, you know, the beans along a nice road, definitely sports mode's brilliant. You know, really responsive, and it does almost make me feel like I'm on a sports bike. It gives me that same sort of feel. You know, it's really, you know, really responsive. You know, it accelerates like absolutely crazy. You know, it's mental, you know, but it's good for the road because it's like, it's all nice low down power, mid-range, driving out the corners. You know, you don't actually have to break the speed limit to be enjoying yourself. And yeah, so it's brilliant. So like I say, talking about also things like the wheelie control and traction control. So the wheelie control, there's like 8 levels of that. There's 8 levels of traction control, which for me, obviously, I'm not a track, you know, master. I'm not Rossi, so, and I don't really feel the traction control really bothers me that much. I've seen it flash on every now and then, you know, when it's had to kick in, but it's normally like when I'm going through town on a day like this where it's a bit wet. And apart from that, it doesn't really, I can't really say I've really noticed it. The ABS, though, I have to admit, I absolutely love, because as much as I know people going about, oh, bikes don't need ABS, I've had to use mine on at least 3 occasions. One of them was just yesterday, because somebody pulled out right in front of me and I had to do an emergency stop. But the other thing I've had to use is because it's got corner ABS, and I've had to use that at least twice. And one of them was, I was just out for a ride and I was going down a road, and I'm going to admit it, you know, I got that target fixation and started going wide, and I just had that moment of where, oh bugger, so I slammed the brakes and stuff. And to be honest, I think if it wasn't for the ABS, I probably would have went wide off the road, and that was it. But you know, I managed to keep control of it, stay on line, and continue on, and you know, it was great. Another time was out with the missus, and she was on the back of the bike, and we were going to Loo, which wasn't far from here, and yeah, like we came round a corner. If you know the roads, quite tight roads at times, and as we came round the corner, there was a bus there that stopped, car behind that, and I had to, again, emergency stop with my partner on the back, and yeah, we had to swerve round the car and everything. So, you know, ABS came in handy there, and I'm glad we had it, because otherwise we probably were locked up, and both me and my missus would have been in the embankment. So fantastic. You know, you can argue it all you want, but for me personally, I'm glad I've got it on the bike, you know. Other things, also talking about the display as well, I like the fact that the display is nice and big and everything's nice and clear. As you go through like the rider modes, like I'm doing now, like it changes to suit that rider mode, so you can see we've got more of the revs on there, you know, made the speed a bit smaller and stuff like that. And same for if we go into sports mode, you know, you can see there, all you got is just speed and your revs. That's all you need for sport mode. And it said you can do that on the fly. All you have to do is come off the throttle. It will tell you if you're still on the throttle. And yeah, I like that. I like the fact you can't just change in this nice big screen there. The rider position as well. For me, I'm 5'10". I am on 5'11" on a good day, and I find the ride position is very comfortable. You know, it's a wee bit sporty. Knees are a bit high, a slight lean to it, but yeah. I mean, I can have read this all day, and I mean, fine. Yeah, backside might get a bit numb because you're a wee bit more on your weights on your backside, but you know, overall, it's been, I like it, especially if you want to get sporty, you can do. And if you are a smaller rider as well, it's really easy to lower the seat as well. You can do it at the side of the road if you have to. You literally just take the seat off, and there's a bar you put into a lower position, and then you take there's little blocks underneath the seat, and you just take them off. You can fling them in your bag, and then you're in the lower rider position. You know, dead easy to do. And you know, like I say, you can do it at the side of the road, perfect. You know, they've clearly thought that obviously this wants to be for everyone, and but for me, I have it the highest, and it's perfectly fine. I can get my feet flat, which is perfect for me. So I'm out on a ride and stuff. What I do like about this bike as well is that it's really easy to handle. I find you can flick it back and forth so easily, and to be honest, you put it into the corners, and it just knows where it wants to go. It's absolutely fantastic. I do really like it. So yeah, the handling of this is brilliant. I've got no problem with it. I thought, because I went from a bike with a steering dampener to this, I was a little bit concerned, but no, I've not had to need a steering dampener or anything. It's been brilliant. Yeah, the one thing I have changed actually that might be worth noting is the tyres on it. So like, it does come with Rosso 3s, which I think are actually fantastic tyres. Really enjoyed them, but I have now swapped them out to S22s, and oh, it makes a big difference. It really brings the bike out so much more than what I thought. I kind of didn't realise what I was missing out on until I did it, and I thought, so if you do get it, I do recommend getting some S22s on there. Oh, fantastic for the bike. And yeah, so I mean, I love the styling of it, love the look. Fueling wise, yeah, I mean, it says it gets 165 to a tank. You know, I'm probably yet to ever do that and get 165, but I have to admit, it doesn't guzzle up too much. Didn't think it was, you know, it's not the thirstiest, unless I am properly out, you know, opening the throttle a lot and giving it a good bit of rest, then yeah, it can work its way through a tank quite easily. But for me, like I say, I ride all year round, almost every day, and you know, it does me alright. I don't feel like, oh, I'm going through loads of fuel. I don't feel like I'm, you know, as if it's mega thirsty, you know. So it is what it is. But it's another one to keep note of. I'm trying to think what else we like about it. But I think that is most of it. You know, it's a lovely looking bike. The power's phenomenal. The drive at the corner is insane. You know, I think actually the throttle control, I mean, again, depends how heavy-handed you are. If you're a bit heavy-handed, then yeah, you might not like it as much, because if you're a bit heavy-handed, it will let you know. It's let me know a couple of times. So, but if you're nice and smooth with the throttle, you know, it's a lovely bike to ride. I think it's quite smooth. Maybe down a bit lower, it can be a wee bit sort of on and off, but no, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, comfy ride position. Fueling's good. I do feel like it's a bit of a good all-rounder. If you want to go out for a good blast, it is perfect for going out for a good blast. You nip through town, on it. It's comfy, it's easy to do, and for me, I plan on also trying to take it away on a bigger journey. So, you know, I would like to get it away on a big trip, and I think it'll be more than capable. Certainly, just get some luggage on there. Maybe I will probably put a wee screen on there, and that'll be us, good to go. Perfect. But I do think that is it for this week, guys. There's a little insight. You know, I've had this bike a year and a half, 2 years, and I still love it. I love riding a bike every day. I love going out on a good jaunt on it, a good ride, give it a good bit of rest. You know, absolutely perfect. So that's my opinion, and that's it for this week. The next video I'm trying to do is I'm going to Motorcycle Live next week. I'll be there next Saturday, and hopefully I'll try and get some footage from there. I'll just so I can show everyone who can't make it there what is actually at Motorcycle Live, what there is to see. So look out for that one, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Please give a thumbs up and comment down below and subscribe if you like the videos, and I'll catch you next week.